What is up, guys? Welcome to my new video, and in today's video I have a skinning guide, farm, whatever for you. I did 1 hour in a group. We did one group with 5 people skinning farm, and as you can see it's playing right now. You're going to see a bit how it goes, but I mean there is really nothing much to see. You're just going for the biggest groups of mobs, killing them, skinning them, and then just going on to the next one. The thing just that I want to say, you're going to see that I was farming at night and then I finished it the next day. Why? Because the party broke up in like half 2 in the morning and there was no one online. So I went on and finished it the next day. Apart from that, I showed everything in the video, explained everything in the video, and if you still need any help on or anything, feel free to just drop a comment, ask me, and yeah, I'll try to help out as much as I know and as much as I can. With that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And guys, here is the 10-minute mark, or we started pulling just short of it, and now I'm gonna say thank you, I gotta go. And we're gonna leave the party, and now I'm just going to Hearthstone to Dornogal, and then we are going to look all over the loot. I mean, you can see it now, but we are going to go into a little bit more detail once I get back. So I did go on to organize my inventory, and we ended up with all of these bind on equip items, and this is all of the loot that I got. If you're wondering how did I get the fishes, I'll go over it. I have a talent that grants me something that has, you know, a chance to grant you something when you skin. I'm pretty sure it's actually, no, it's not this one. I mean, in all honesty, I really need to look over the talents. I'm going to explain everything, but this is what we ended up with. Now I'm going to post all of this on the auction house. I'm also going to count all of the bind on equip items because they do sell. And if you're wondering why do they sell, it's because people need disenchanting. And is this necklace going to sell? That I do not know. I'm going to post it for 6,375 and we are going to see if it sells. But other than that, I'll go on, start posting everything that we managed to get, and then I'll get back to you with how much gold we made. And guys, after posting everything on the auction house and selling all of the trash in the inventory that I had, as you can see, we managed to make 42,400 gold. Now, my personal opinion, that could have been maybe like 45k. Hadn't my last party that I did last night had 6 people, like fucking, you know, I don't know what to say. And if I hadn't done the last 15 minutes last night with 3 people. But apart from that, I think you can make around 45k gold on average. Now, if you have cooking and you can use all of the meat that you get, or maybe you have leatherworking, you can craft something, that number will probably go much higher up, maybe like 10 to 15k more, but I don't have it and I won't count it. Now, in this number, I did not count the necklace that was 6,000. If that sells, it sells. If it doesn't sell, we are stuck with 42,500 gold. And in my opinion, I think it's a nice farm, you know, to switch up a bit and so on. And even if you want to get the mount for 900 of these sizzling cinder pollens, I only have 670, but you know, maybe another 20 minutes and I'll be able to get the mount. And with that being said, that is pretty much all of the there is to say goal wise. I'm going to cut this out now, show you all my talent, specialization and so on, and then we are going to get back to the outro. And now guys, the time has finally come for me to show you my knowledge tree, but this I think it's going to be a bit harder than when I was showing mining or herbalism. Why? Well, because when you hover over, as you can see, it says that you gain 1 skill while skinning leather creatures in Kazalgar per point in this specialization. Here, for example, you get deafness, perception, here you get finesse, here you get more deafness. Now, let's try to make this as easy as possible. If you have been skinning on and off for you know, 2 to 3 months like I have, I basically had almost all of the knowledge points. But if you didn't, the most important thing that you want to get is to get these two to 35 points. You do not need to get them to 40. I have them at 40 because I'm fully maxed. You need to get them to 35 as it's going to give you more skill, more finesse, and so on. And why do you need both? Well, because if you're going to do the farm that I showed you in the video, you're going to be both skinning the sit-in and leather, and that is why you need both. And now here I would probably go like until you unlock the... where the hell is it? Here I would spend points so you can unlock both of these. Go 35 points in both of these, then I will go to harvesting. Now in harvesting, well, it's not really hard, but like if you are starting out, that farm is also a good way to gather knowledge points quickly. But the thing is, most of the people that you are going to be farming with, they already have fully maxed trees, and they are going to be very fast skinning, and you do not want to be the slow one and to fall behind. And that is why I would recommend, probably, I mean this is just my opinion, to fully max this, as you are going to get deafness. And then you want to check out on just some normal mob how fast you are skinning, because in the farm when I did it, when the group fell out and invited some other people, they were skinning like, I managed to skill a mob 3 times faster than them. And that is, you know, where most of the difference comes. But what do you get from this tree specifically? You would get some finesse, deftness, you would learn the sub-specializations. Here, for example, you learn a sub-specialization and get 75 finesse, so that is very good. And I mean, you can go for this, like these bizarrely shaped stomachs, they, you know, just give you some fish or something for an hour. I maybe got like 250 gold from them, so it's not really that insane. So probably stick it up like to this right here, and then I would go to fishing friend, because it also grants you deafness. Now here, I mean, you learn how to craft the lures. You don't need the lures, you need deafness. But yeah, I mean, just check how fast you are skinning. If you think it's fast, then you can focus more on, like here, for example, finesse. Now this tree, trophy taker, it gives you perception per skill point that you have in it. But the thing is, this gives just insane raw stats, and that is pretty valuable. So I will basically focus on, you know, unlocking these two, getting 35 here, 35 here, get, you know, to like here in harvesting, and or maybe you can max it, and then if you are still missing some deafness, you can basically put those points here. Now then I would go, of course, for the meat carver, as it gives you you know, 40 points in meat carver. It's 120 finesse, and you still get some raw stats from this. And then I would lastly max out the trophy taker. And then, I mean, as the time goes on, I will probably max this as it grants finesse. Then I would go here deafness, and then in the end you want here perception, as the perception is not the most valuable stat in skinning. Now let's go over the tools that I'm using. I'm using all of the blue tools. As you can see, backpack is finesse, or yeah, pack is finesse, tracker scab, deafness, perception, you can change that, and my skin knife is finesse, enchanted finesse. Now you could also go, bear with me here, let's say you're using green tools and you're skinning slow. You could sacrifice, you know, maybe an hour of some extra finesse to get a tool with deafness. Green tool with deafness, it shouldn't cost you like 400 gold of the auction house, maybe even less. And that is going to help you skin faster, get your points faster, and basically once you have full points, you can max out the trees. That is also an option. Like, this is not as easy to explain as mining and herbalism, so please just, you know, you have to think about it a bit as well. But yeah, I think that would be pretty much all about the trees. Of course, if you have any questions, you can always post them in the comments and I'll try to help out as much as I can and know. And guys, that would be pretty much all for this video. I really wanted to say thank you for watching and for all of the support that I've been getting in the past few months since I started recording actively. And just before I ended, one more glance at the skinning part. I used Dark Moon Firewater when I was skinning because it grants you some extra deftness, and I also tried the File of True Sight. Why? Because it's 50 gold and it gives you some perception. Now it really isn't worth it. You don't need the File of True Sight, but you could try out one Dark Moon Firewater, as it's going to increase your gathering speed by quite a lot. Now, before we end this, if you are starting out and if you have problems with gathering all of the knowledge points and so on, I have a guide which I'm going to post in the description. You can watch that. In there I explained in detail how you can gather all of the knowledge points, and basically this add-on that says to you how much you are missing and so on. And with that being said, I really wanted to say thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.